Jadav is back at it here to give everyone my very first Walking Dead Season 5 episode review video. But before I get into that, it is extremely important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead, for you to pay attention to that episode title. I'll even put that title in the description for you. If you find out that's the case and you're not caught up, I recommend that you stop watching this video to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode number 1. The title of this episode is called No Sanctuary. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode, and it's one of my favorite episodes of The Walking Dead. I've seen it lots of times. I'm reviewing it to have it on the channel, and I'm reviewing it due to the fact that they announced that The Walking Dead Season 11 will be the final season of the main Walking Dead show. So in flashbacks at the start and the end of the episode, Gareth, his brother Alex, and Mary, his mother, along with other Terminus training yard residents, are being held captive by unknown martyrers and lamenting that they put up signs of sanctuary leading the martyrers to them. Now, as they witness the martyrers rape and kill their friends, Gareth asserts that they must become the butchers and not the cattle. Great line. And then, of course, we know Gareth has captured most of Rick's group in a train car at Terminus. Rick encourages the group to fashion makeshift weapons as they relate their experiences that led to Terminus. Suddenly, Gareth's men throw a tear gas canister into the train car, knocking most of them out. Moments later, Gareth has Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and Bob secured in a butchering room to be bloodlet so they can be fed to Terminus people. Now, Sam, someone we had met in Season 4, at the end of Season 4, when Rick and Carol went out on a run, and then Rick blacklisted Carol from the group, played by Robin Lord Taylor, Penguin in Gotham, and 3 other people are killed. But then Gareth arrives back in time before Glenn, who's next in line, is killed, asking about a gun bag that he had seen Rick carrying. Rick vows to kill Gareth with a red machete that's in that gun bag, and he seems pretty confident of it. Now, elsewhere, we have Carol and Tyrese with Judith are following the tracks to Terminus, but hide from a walker herd. They hear a firework set off nearby and follow the noise to a cabin manned by Martin, in radio contact with Terminus and using the noise to direct the walker herd away from the train yard. Carol and Tyrese learn that Rick's group is captured inside, and the two quickly subdue Martin. Now, Carol leaves Judith with Tyrese while she goes to help free the group. Now, while she is gone, a group of walkers swarm the outside of the cabin. When Tyrese is distracted by the walkers, Martin grabs Judith and threatens to kill her unless Tyrese steps outside into the walker group. Man, Martin, he's not good. He's all bad news, unarmed. And then Tyrese does so, but manages to survive and eliminate the walkers, and then rushes back in and spears Martin, assuring Judith is unharmed. So that kind of escalated quickly, but got resolved quickly. And then Carol, what she does is she covers herself in walker guts to blend in with the herd as they approach the train yard unseen. With gunfire, she ignites a propane tank near the fence that explodes, creating a breach for the walkers to enter. This creates a panic throughout Terminus that allows Rick and the others, Glenn, Bob, and Daryl, to overpower their captors and kill them. They free the others in the box. That would be Abraham, Rosita, Eugene, Glenn. No, we already have Glenn. Maggie, Michonne, Carl, and Tara. And they make their way out of Terminus. Now, Carol, meanwhile, discovers the supplies taken from Rick's group and recovers some of them. She then finds Mary and gets into a fight with her, and she refuses to tell her where Rick's group was kept. When Carol gets the upper hand, Mary pleads for her life, insisting they were good people once. But Carol, disgusted with their cannibalism, shoots at her leg and leaves her to be overwhelmed by walkers. So I kind of feel for the Terminus people because they're just doing what they can do to survive. They just picked the wrong group to mess with. And that is a fact. When Rick ended season 4 with they're fucking with the wrong people or they're screwing with the wrong people, They definitely are. So Rick leads the others to where he buried his gun bag, insisting they retaliate despite the concerns from others. But soon, Carol arrives, and Daryl runs up to her and gives her a big hug. And then Rick goes up to Carol and says, "This was you?" And Carol, tearful after the Daryl thing, kind of shakes her head. And then Rick and Carol embrace. And then Carol's like, "You've got to follow me." She leads them to a cabin, and Rick and Carl are overjoyed to see Judith with Tyrese still alive. Rick agrees to forego an attack and decides to follow Abraham's advice of heading to Washington, D.C. to deliver Eugene, who claims to be a member of the Human Genome Project, whatever the hell that is, so that a cure for the Walker pandemic or epidemic can be found. And then as the group travel to the tracks, Rick goes up to one of the terminus signs and crosses off something and then puts no above sanctuary to say no sanctuary. And then the episode ends. Well, then you have another flashback of the people from Terminus in the train car. And that's when Gareth had said the line about we have to become, instead of being the cattle, they have to become the butchers. But then, after the credits roll and everything, there is a bonus scene. The Walking Dead has never done this before, but I saw this the first time they aired the episode. I leave it on there to watch Talking Dead. Not as much anymore, but I used to. And out of nowhere, the post-credits scene shows a guy in a mask on the train tracks to Terminus, and the person stops at that sign. He looks at it. Then the person turns around and takes his cool mask off, and it's Morgan. Traveling down the train tracks, and he turns away instead of following a series of trees marked with, or instead of going to Terminus, Morgan follows a series of trees marked with a strange carving. So what in the hell? That was one of the greatest moments. Like the episode No Sanctuary was good, and it was really good, but that ending credit scene with Morgan made me absolutely love the episode. I remember seeing that scene live and giving a big pop, like, yeah, Morgan's back. So awesome stuff. So as far as the score of the episode, I love the episode. There's not anything wrong they did in this episode. I mean, they could have been trapped at Terminus a little bit longer, but, fast-moving episodes are good. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. The character of the episode, well, I mean, Rick was a savage in the episode, but I have to give it to Carol, because Carol was amazing. Carol saved their ass. They all would have probably died if it wasn't for Carol. So, Carol is the character of the episode. So, you've heard what I have to say, although Morgan could be the character of the episode too. Now it's your turn. So if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and you like No Sanctuary and you like Season 5, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in, really, really interested in listening or watching these videos, go ahead and share the video to them. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section about your thoughts, your score of the episode, your favorite character of the episode, your favorite moment of the episode, your favorite episodes of The Walking Dead, least favorite episodes of The Walking Dead, favorite characters, least favorite characters. All that goes in the comment section. I'll respond to all comments, so make sure you leave one. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.